Now let us talk about Cancer Ascendant and what's happening with Cancer Ascendants as far as the year 2025 is concerned. So 2025 is the year of Mars, the year of Mangal, because the numbers add up to number 9, which is ruled by Mars, the fiery planet Mars, the natural first and the natural eighth house lord. Mars is a Yoga Karaka planet for you. It is your fifth lord and the 10th lord. Therefore, it is a significant year for you. It is very important. This is a unique video that I am making based on the feedback that I received for my 2024 annual transit video, wherein I took the key transits of Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, and Ketu, and presented to you, putting together a very unique way of making predictions and at the same time giving you some tips, some hints, and certain remedies to the extent that I have come to know that a number of astrologers have been inspired by that video and, of course, following the footsteps. So that is really, really great to see. And, of course, to all the students of this wonderful Jyotish community, we keep inspiring each other. Even I get inspired by a number of you, by a lot of you who are, of course, following me and at the same time who I look up to. Cancer ascendants, the natural fourth sign, the very compassionate sign ruled by Moon. So, firstly, I'd like to start with Jupiter's transit for you. Jupiter's transit in the sign of Gemini. Jupiter is your ninth lord. Okay, it is also your sixth lord. So, it rules the sign of Pisces, it rules the sign of Sagittarius as well. It is your Bhagyesha. And this Jupiter has been making a transit in your 11th house. Around May 2025, it will move to your 12th house in the sign of Gemini. So your ninth lord is making a transit in the 12th house. Your sixth lord is also making a transit in the 12th house. Now, when sixth lord is making a transit here, this is creating a Viparita Yoga in transit. That means circumstances and situations could go difficult, could go tough. Eventually, you will rise. At the same time, when ninth lord is making a transit in the 12th house, which is the house of foreign lands, which is the house of places away from where you are, where you're physically present. Of course, it talks about making a move. It also talks about self introspection. It talks about self awareness, your self actualization, getting a lot of mental clarity, your sleep, bed comforts, and at the same time, your deeper feelings. And your Bhagyesha, the ruler of Dharma, is making a transit there. So you could little bit deviate from your path of Dharma, deviate from your path of righteousness. And this is something which you have to hold on, which you have to stick to. You could have shifting tendencies. So you have to hold your Dharma. This is the key message for you. You need to understand other people's feeling as well, but you need to understand and appreciate your feelings too. You have to take control, take charge of your emotions, take charge of your thoughts and feelings. Because what happens is you need to work on changing your feeling, because when you change your feeling, the meaning changes. Okay, so from a physical manifestation point of view, it works very well for you. So look at the good in many different things that you do in life, in the spheres of life. Okay, Jupiter is a functional as well as natural benefit for you. In 12th house, it doesn't do that bad. One thing that you have to constantly do during this time is 12th house represent your feet. Keep your feet very clean and tidy. uh, I mean, that's a very simple, straightforward remedy as far as channelizing these energies are concerned. And of course, worship any god that you believe in, worship their feet, start from the feet first. And this is something, I mean, if you have a guru or a mentor, touch their feet as well, get their blessings. This is quite an excellently, highly, excellent spiritual time for you. So spiritual progress is guaranteed if you work towards it. Jupiter, sixth and ninth lord making a transit in the 12th house, it is aspecting your fourth house, sixth house, and the eighth house. So somehow your 4, 8, and 12 trine is pretty much active, which is the trine of moksha, spirituality. So your spiritual quotient naturally is going to be at its peak as far as year 2025 is concerned. So fourth house aspect, which is the fifth special aspect of Jupiter, this is where learning related to fourth house matters. Your homeland, mother, of course, your comfort space. So you would like to learn about things that are of your interest. Maybe you want to pick up a hobby. You start playing a musical instrument, or you start singing or dancing or acting or some of the other hobby or interests that you have, maybe traveling, photography. So it could be a number of things. So depending on what you like, you would like to spend more energies and learn something new as far as this year is concerned, which is of personal nature, which is of your personal interest. And application is happening in the eighth house. So for that, you have to do a lot of research. You will apply in research. Whatever you learn, you would like to put in practice. So this is the key for you. At workplace, whatever you do, okay, because this is the year of Mangal. So Mangal is your 10th lord. So workplace related changes are inevitable. And in case your Dasha Antardasha is supportive, it's going to be a quite an important year for you as far as work related pursuits are concerned. So whatever you learn, you need to apply, you need to do a lot of research as far as its application is concerned to understand the pros and cons, to understand whether it is working well for you or not, and what can it possibly lead to. This is something which you must understand as far as this particular time period is concerned. Okay. And there is expansion of 12th house matters for sure. Spirituality, self-reflection, self-actualization. Jupiter is going to bring in all of these things as far as your 12th house matters are concerned. So remedies for you will be either related to Jupiter, so either worship Lord Shiva or your Lagnesha Chandrama, so worship Lord Krishna. Use a Krishna mantra. Okay, any simple Krishna mantra. It could be as simple as Om Hare Rama Krishna, or it could be Om Kleem Krishnaya Namah. Okay, so use any Krishna mantra with a clean bija. This will be absolutely beneficial for you. You can also use mantras related to Mars or Mangal. That is a must have. Okay, worship Lord Hanuman. That goes without a doubt. Maruti Nandan. Okay, and this is something uh, which you have to keep in mind. He's the Mangal Murti after all, right? So fifth Lord Mars, any mantras that you use pertaining to Mars would be beneficial for you as far as this particular year is concerned. So fifth house, fourth house, sixth house, and eighth house are going to be pretty much active as far as Jupiter's aspects are concerned. So these aspects will increase your spiritual quotient. Particularly your sixth house is absolutely active because both Jupiter and Saturn are aspecting it. Sorry, there's a mix up in slide. So both Jupiter and Saturn are aspecting your sixth house. Okay, so this is the double transit effect, and your daily routines need focus. Any debts that you take during this time, it could favor you depending on your Dasha Antardasha. It could give you some sort of repaying capacity, but you will go through deep transformation as far as this particular time period is concerned, spiritual transformation, and of course, spiritual journeys usually bring some sort of difficulty as well. So I believe you must, potentially wait for Jupiter making a transit in your ascendant, which is going to be breakthrough. But till the time, it is going to make you mentally strong and a lot of focus on physical wellness as well. Because this year, if you've been thinking of losing weight, this is the perfect year for you. So you'll be able to do it quickly. You'll be able to do it in a fast manner in the next few months. Between May through October is quite an excellent time for you to lose weight, to work out, exercise, and of course, see the results. Let's talk about Saturn's transit in Pisces. This promotes spiritual exploration and indicates profound healing journeys. Saturn is your seventh lord and the eighth lord. It rules marriage, partnership, business, those people who are opposite to you. It also rules your transformation, your longevity. It rules the eighth house of suddenness, sudden changes in life, sudden ups and downs in life. And it wants you to connect deeply with your inner self, with who you are, because Saturn rules all the kinds of secrets for you. Now it's in the ninth house. Now it is, of course, putting a lot of energies as far as your bhagya is concerned. Your seventh lord making a move in ninth house. There is definitely a lot of karma over the next couple of years as far as relationship matters are concerned, because karmas in relationship are also seen from the ninth house. Any changes in relationship, so you'll have to bring in changes, because your seventh, eighth, and ninth houses are pretty much active. So there will be a greater focus as far as relationship is concerned. There will be a greater focus on higher learning. So enroll yourself in a course, something that you could apply to navigate the change, to increase the power of making gains, and at the same time creating more than one sources of income for you. This is also quite an important time for you. This is your seventh and the eighth lord making a transit in the ninth house. See, Saturn being a malefic is not very auspicious as far as ninth house is concerned, but its aspects of growth are on the 11th house and the sixth house. So your sixth house is pretty much active as far as double transit effect is concerned. So Saturn's aspect indicates growth. We also see job from the sixth house. And 11th house is the house of gains. So there could be a gain of income. There could be, you could be incentivized, you could be recognized, there could be an increase in your income. There could also be a job change, and it could lead you to a better job. But that will come with a little bit of effort and lots of hard work and labor during this year. This is the key. You have to protect your dharma. This is most important for you. So you have to hold on to it, improve relationship with your father, work towards that. I mean, remove any kind of cold energies or coldness if that exists. Saturn's also aspecting your third house by its seventh aspect of desire, which is only a mere 50% aspect. But your 3-9 axis does indicate change. Okay. Change in the matters pertaining to your relationship. So you will go through some behavioral changes. You will have to take be responsible towards this change. Take accountability of your actions as far as relationship is concerned, and communication is the key here. Listen to your partner, and at the same time be self-expressive as well. Do not keep things to yourself. Come out there in the open. Do not stay in your shell. So third aspect on the 11th house could bring you more opportunities as far as gains of all kinds is concerned. Slowly, gradually with time, the initial first phase could be a little bit challenging because this is also your eighth lord making a transit in the ninth house. But as and when time would progress, you would become more mature, your decision making would be much better, and at the same time, you'll be able to channelize the power of labor as far as Shani is concerned, as far as Saturn is concerned. Travel is something which could bring some renewed energies. And if it is related to your work, if you travel with your partner, it could help you build a good relationship. It could help you, of course, foster, channelize these energies in a positive manner, in a good manner. Let's talk about Rahu and Ketu in Aquarius and Leo for you, which is an interesting eight to access. Now, many people perceive or they live in a kind of fear when Rahu and Ketu are making a transit in either second house or eighth house or 2-8 axis. Because one of these houses for a lot of people is perceived to be a bad house, which is the eighth house. Okay, it is not the case. So each house has its own good areas, strengths, and at the same time some pitfalls and blind spots as well. Eighth house has got a lot of strength in it. It has got the power of longevity. It gives you life. It gives you death as well. It gives you transformation. It gives you suddenness. It gives you debts. It also gives you great knowledge. It also gives you inheritance. It also gives you unearned income, unearned wealth. So there is a need of balancing financial and emotional well-being as far as this particular cycle is concerned. So there will be dual focus. So these are, listen, conflicting energies. So there will be focus on material success and personal happiness as well. So at one point in time, you would like to work very hard to earn money, to create wealth, to create another source of income, and at the same time, you would feel, oh, my personal life is going for a toss. So I'm unable to balance. What do I do? Should I chase money or should I, of course, look after my family? So this is something which you have to be mindful of because Ketu would certainly create some sort of separative tendencies as far as family matters are concerned. And it will somehow make you think or wonder that making money or, of course, savings, there's nothing which I can do. So, I mean, this is not my priority. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to help others. I'm here to heal. I'm here to transform. And these are the kind of experiences that you will have during this transit. Okay. Your speech will also go through some transformation. You might want to maybe step away from a conflicting situation. So I will highly advise you, encourage you to step into the situation, understand the other person's perspective, and make sure that you spend enough time with your family. See, Ketu is a good planet for you. It's your co-fifth lord making a transit in second house, which is also forming a Dhan Yoga in transit. This will give you wealth creating opportunities. This will also favor inheritance because this particular axis is being supportive and Rahu co-rules the sign of Aquarius for you. This is something which you have to be mindful of. So transformation is inevitable. Jupiter is keeping this Rahu at check. because Jupiter is ensuring that it will help you channelize these energies appropriately so that you could make better decisions as far as your life is concerned, as far as your well being is concerned, as far as your transformation is concerned. That is inevitable. So, the first 3 to 4 months is really a time for you to be prepared for this transit, be prepared for suddenness in your life, be prepared for ups and downs, changes of all kinds, and plan ahead of time, pen down things, do mantras related to Jupiter or Mars during this time, worship Lord Hanuman, and use a simple Guru mantra or a simple Shiv mantra such as Om Namo Bhagavate Sadashivaya or Om Gurave Namah. These are the ultimate mantras for you, which will help you channelize the energies of Rahu. One thing that Rahu would do is, if you're in a technical field, it will make you do a lot of research. It will make you learn new technologies, some of the breakthrough, kind of things that are happening in the current world, some discoveries that are being made. And at the same time, it will make you very much receptive towards new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things, which could save your time. I mean, in workplace context, this could make you successful because you will build technical capabilities, you will build research capabilities here. So do a lot of research. If you're in a technical field, if you're in a technical domain, if you do anything related to engineering, technology, robotics, automation, so this could be quite a breakthrough year for you as far as any sort of research is concerned, particularly between May through October and even early 2026. Rahu is under control. So most of the time, this Rahu is under check, right? Focus on your relationship. Please hold on to two things, your relationship and your dharma, your religion. This is the testing time for you, right? And I wish you the very best. May you have a blessed 2025 ahead.